Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I guess I am returning to you this afternoon for an album review, and I thought I was gonna go to work today, but I don't know what happened. Just the weather's been wonky today. It rained this morning, and then it says something about raining again where I'm at. So I don't know what the fuck's going on, honestly. So yeah, I'm returning to you for an album review, and this is for Duran's new album that just came out today, which is for Future Past, that I just got done listening to. And this will be the last album review I do for this October 22nd releases for of 2021. So I'm going to discuss what I listened to for this new Duran album, their 15th studio album, and let you know my initial thoughts on it. So let's dive into this review. Now, sorry for the lengthy intro. I just had to mention stuff about if I was going to work or not. But I don't know. This weather's been wonky where I live at. So yeah, it's just weird. uh, but Invisible was not a bad track. It's just the whispering part where whoever sings it sounds iffy. Sorry about my yawning. I had kind of a iffy morning, I guess you could say. Not a bad morning. I did buy the new Starset album, or bought the new Starset album, Horizons. So I should be receiving it like November 3rd or something like that. I gotta wait a little while. But yeah, Invisible is not a bad song, so I give that a 4.5 out of 5. I didn't hate it. It was one of my least favorites. All of You was had a catchy beat, and Simon LeBon, or however you pronounce his last name or whatever. You might have to remind me if I'm pronouncing it right. Simon's vocals in majority of this album is pretty good, so it's not that disappointing. Uh, Give It All Up featuring Tuvlo. Um, Not really feeling for Tuvlo singing in it. I just was a little disappointed with how she was singing the song. It just felt bland and boring. Was her singing in it bland and boring? I meant to say. Please forgive me on my yawning. Um, Anniversary is one of my favorite songs. I really like Simon LeBon's vocals in that song. It sounds really good, and I quite enjoyed that song a lot. So 5 out of 5 for that song. Future Past, the title track, is not a bad song. It's just not my favorite one. I give that a 4.5 out of 5. I don't know if I was feeling for it as much with the melody, but Simon LeBon's vocals in it is not so bad. Beautiful Lies was not a bad track either. I'd give that a 4.5 out of 5. The melody is not too bad, so it's a fine track. Tonight United was a decent song, not my personal favorite, but it is going to bring the rating down a bit for this album on what I'm going to rate it. Wing is a pretty lengthy track. It's like 5 minutes. I think a few songs on this album were 5 minutes. The last song was like over 5.5 minutes. It's like 5 minutes and 47 seconds. So it was pretty lengthy of a song, almost a 6-minute track for the song Falling. And that wasn't so bad. I didn't hate that song. Hammerhead featuring Ivorian Doll, I believe is how you pronounce her name. Her rapping was not so bad, so I wasn't that disappointed with it, and I was holding my yawn for a moment. Please forgive me on that. I wasn't disappointed with her rapping, but it just, you could hear the accent while she was rapping. I think it's either a British accent or something like that. I have no idea for sure. But yeah, I'd give Hammerhead a 4.5 out of 5. It's not bad. Wing, I'd give a 4.5 out of 5. Nothing Less is not a bad track, so 4.5 out of 5 for that one. I'm just breezing through this so I can get ready to rate this album and talk about the execution and all that for this album. And More Joy and Falling were not bad tracks, so the ending to the album's not too bad. So it's not the best, but it's not too bad. So production wise, mixing wise, and execution, this album was average. It's gonna be on my decent to good albums of 2021 by the end of the year. This was a most anticipated album I was ready to review. It was an album I was going to review because I love Duran. I got into them because my mom got me into them back when I was like 13 or so, maybe 14. I started listening to them. So I mostly got fascinated with the Wedding album. That was my favorite album. Even though it had some weird songs from it, it just, yeah, that was one of their self-titled album. The Wedding album was a pretty solid record. There were a few songs I wasn't sure if I liked from it, but majority of those songs were like hits. Um, but overall, I think Duran's Future Past was an average record. I guess you can listen to it if you want to. It's not a bad album. In my opinion, I found it to be average. So for a score, I'm going to give Duran's Future Past album a 7.5 out of 10. It was not bad. It's a not bad of a listen. Simon Le Bon's singing in it is pretty good in Anniversary. That's the track I would recommend checking out because it's a very outstanding song. It's really catchy, and I like the melody to it and how Simon's singing the song at the chorus part where he goes Anniversary with that pitch, and it sounds really good. So you'd like that song. And yeah, if you guys found this album to be enjoyable, that's fine. I just found it to be average, in my opinion. So 7.5 out of 10, I'm going to score this album. Comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the new Duran album review, or this album for Future Past if you've heard it. It did come out today, so it's out to listen to on YouTube right now. And if you did enjoy this Duran Future Past album review that I made for you guys this afternoon, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can to support the channel. I will be returning to you for another video or a couple more videos. I'm going to talk about the new Facebook thing where they're changing its name and all that. I don't know when I'm going to get around to that video. I thought I was going to get around to it yesterday, but I just didn't have the time to do it yesterday because I was busy with album reviews. But now I can make track reviews and then do the Facebook changing its name rant video, because it is going to be a rant video on what I'm thinking, what I'm going to discuss and express my opinion on, or my thoughts on the Facebook changing its name to a certain name. That's all I'm going to say, a certain name, which if you read the article that was posted on Twitter, you'll see that Mark Zuckerberg's changing Facebook's name to a certain something. And it's kind of stupid. So you'll see a rant from me sometime later today, or if not today, tomorrow. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this Duran Future Past album review. I did the best I could to make it as good as possible. Definitely stay safe, take care, and I'll see you soon in some more track reviews. So I'll see you in my next video.